Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. There are plenty of quality women. And I'm gonna tell you what, one of the things I'm seeing, particularly in these spaces, is men going in on the bad women, which, you know, they exist, or the 304s or something, or thinking all women are, you know, this or that. But you know what? There are plenty, if you have a certain perspective, there are plenty of attractive women. And I haven't really talked about this lately, but it's along those select, non-select lines. So you understand something with women. If you non-select to a woman, you're going to see her worst side. You're going to see her bad side. But if you select to a woman, you will see her good side. Every single woman has some guys they're going to just treat rough. They're going to try to play whatever. Even the 304s, if you select to a 304, they're going to be very cooperative with you. They ain't going to argue with you. I don't care who the woman is. You know, you get a lot of guys talking about feminist type of women and stuff. There's always going to be some guy they are good to. So it's not so much, that it's the woman that's not quality, but it's how they're going to treat you. And there's plenty of them. See, and this is an unfortunate thing with guys who are non-select. Because of the negative experiences with women, they're only going to see the bad side. And after a while, they're going to focus on the bad side. You know, they're going to see the women trying to play them for money or something. They're going to see the 304. They're going to see the women who are not in shape or who are physically unattractive and stuff, because they're just going to see the negative. But if you are select, you can see the positive. Now, let me be clear about the select. It's not just based how you look. It's not just based on how you look. Let me say this again, most select men are probably average looking. Most. Yes, you got some who are physically attractive and all of that, conspicuously attractive, but the biggest thing is level of sex appeal. Any man can develop that. So let me be clear about that, because some guys think, well, I'm this height or I'm this build, I can't be select. No, most men build to be select. You only maybe 15% of men at best, 15% of the select men. So that's an even smaller overall percentage who can actually build them, who are actually just there. Everybody else had to build themselves. So let me be clear on that. That's the whole point of my books. That's the whole point of me talking about body game, style, everything else. A man can build himself that way. But you'll find once you become a part of that world, you're going to see women totally different. First of all, you're not going to see the unattractive ones. You're not going to see them. You're going to physically see them, but they're going to be kind of like the squirrels. After a while, you don't notice them. Or rats, you know. Depending on where you at, they can just run along. You're like, whatever. You ain't going to see the bad stuff because you're not in those environments. You're not going to see it. You're going to see the good side of women regardless, simply because they're going to give you their best. And once you understand that, you understand, wait, there's an abundance of quality women. You know, there is an abundance of them, but you got to be in the right place to see them. Because I'll give you an example, and I've seen this, especially in some black pill spaces. They always talking about land wells or all of that. Which, yeah, they exist. But they well, I don't see the good ones. I ain't around them. But hold up. If you build yourself up, and then be conscious of the environment, you're only going to be around quality type of women. I give you an example. When I talk body game, unless you just going to work out outside or at home or, do calisthenics, if you go into a health club, gym, whatever and stuff, you're going to see the quality type of women because they in there working out. Even the ones whose body's not, super perfect, they at least working on staying in decent shape. So that's one thing. And plus, if they have that mindset, they're going to tend to have a positive, you know, way that they dealing with men, because they feeling good about themselves. One thing, many women, when they treating men poorly, they don't feel good about themselves. So if they feel good about themselves, they're going to tend to be at least nicer and stuff. And you working out too, that's something they're going to respect. If you like just don't sit at home on the computer and you go to different events, you know, like an expo, art expo, or, you know, maybe, I don't know, wherever, expos, any type of social event, you're going to see a better type of woman. If you go to certain like stores, certain venues, like I know in my inner circle, we'll have conversations about meeting women at some place like a Whole Foods or a Sprouts and stuff. But it's a certain type of woman who's going to be in those places who are eating a better type of food. And it's all because, it ain't because like they changed. The bad ones are there. It's because you changed yourself. You changed yourself. You improved yourself. Therefore, you improved your vision. And then you see the better, because you'll also attract them. These are women, if you say hi to them, they're going to respond to you back. In fact, they might say hi to you. You know, if you at some expo or something, say you're at an art show, the women who are going to attend that, they're going to be of a certain type. And you in there with them, so y'all already got something in common. Y'all can start a conversation over a nice piece of art on the wall, some abstract piece or something like that. But there's still plenty. And it really does come down to your mindset. Which one you going to look at? Where are you? How the women treating you? How you going to see the women? I'm going to say from a personal perspective, I've seen like, okay, you got all these guys that are talking about single moms and stuff. I could probably give an event or something and probably put 100 women in that room, 100 decent women. Like I said, I'd say from the 6 to 10 range in there. From the 6 to 10 range, and even the 4s and 5s who might show up will know they got to fix themselves up. Not a single one will have a child. In fact, seriously, and I mean just going through consultation clients, women I know, women who are friends of mine or at least acquaintances, most of them don't have children. And most of them are in like that 20 to 30 range, 20, 30-year-old range, you know, 20s or 30s. They don't have children. They keep themselves in good shape. They got some sense and stuff. The ones that tend to have children, and the ones that tend to have children, tend to be older. And they have been married or something. And even the single mothers, that if I just said, okay, let me throw them in there too, even the single mothers tend to be attractive and at best will have one child. So it's like, if you have that mindset, if you have that select mindset, you see the best of women, but then you also see where they're at, and it becomes obvious because you're not focused. You don't have to focus on the bad one. See, one problem is many non-select men have to, they'll focus on the bad ones because, quite frankly, that's what they encountering. That may be the best they can get. Because one thing about attractive women too, is they really don't even want to be friends with non-select men if they can avoid it. Let me say that again. The women who got sensible stuff, got something going on, they'll avoid it. Because let's be real, and I'm just going to put this out there. Don't get mad, I'm just being real. Most non-select men got some stuff they need to work on. And it ain't the women, it's them. They got some stuff, if they work on this stuff, they'll find women find them more attractive. So women avoid them, because seriously, women, even a woman's friend zone, like legitimate friend zone, she would prefer to put select men in it. That's how deep it is. Even if you like, I'll put it like this. If you deal with a real attractive woman and stuff, and she said, you know, just be friends, just be like, okay. Because she probably got attractive friends. But seriously, many women will try to avoid a non-select man unless he got to be bringing something to the table. Seriously. That's how deep it is. But it still comes down to what your mindset is and who you dealing with out here. And particularly from a select man's perspective, there's plenty of quality women. And like I said, any man can build himself into a select man. Any man. It's not just based on his biology. It plays in part, but you gotta have that other stuff. Like I said, mainly the mindset. Because I've met some select men, you know, people talk about that stature and everything. I know some cold-blooded players whose stature was under 5'5" and stuff. And the women were saying, and the women were going for them. The women were saying stuff about them. So that's important. But the bottom line is there are plenty of quality women. All right. So that's all I have for today. Get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.